Are you looking to return to work in the NHS as a GP again? If your last clinical NHS GP experience is more than 2 or more years ago, the Return to Practice programme is designed to support and help you safely return to clinical NHS general practice. A career as a GP is challenging and diverse, and this programme provides a funded, supported, safe and direct return into the profession. Once you have checked that you qualify for the programme and hold the necessary licences and qualifications, starting the application is easy and support is available along the way. Based on your circumstances and experience, you will be placed on one of the Return to Practice pathways, all of which are eligible for bursary funding plus additional support. Details are available on the NRO website. Whichever programme suits you, there is a single point of entry and you can get started online following registration with the NRO. Once you're registered, you will have a HEE local contact to help guide you through the process and answer your questions. The GP Return to Practice programmes are for qualified GPs with previous NHS GP experience who have been away for 2 or more years and wish to return to work as an NHS independent general practitioner. Like Sally. Sally has previously worked as a GP in the NHS but left 6 years ago to raise her children. With the children now in school, she's eager to bring her training, clinical skills and expertise up to date and rejoin the NHS as a GP. Sally visits the website and decides she wants to register, so she completes the form. She is able to start accessing the online learning material, including a self-test module to guide her discussion with a local HEE educational lead and to help develop her learning plan. She will be given support through the North West NHS England and Improvement team to register for the medical performers list. Quickly, she has the offer of a tailored programme including an educational interview. Depending on her circumstances, she can either follow the Learning Needs Assessment pathway or the Portfolio pathway if she is currently undertaking a clinical role equivalent to primary care elsewhere, even if overseas. For the Learning Needs Assessment pathway, she will need to take an online multiple choice questionnaire either in the UK or via certain selected overseas venues, simulated surgery if required dependent on the MCQ outcome, followed by a supervised clinical placement in a GP surgery, which will be tailored to meet her family and personal needs and will include a work-based assessment to permit final approval of her placement by NHS E&I. In just a few months, Sally is back to working independently, having completed the programme. The LNA pathway allows qualified GPs to be placed on the medical performers list, and once all approvals and conditions have been completed, they will be able to work as independent general practitioners. Within the Return to Practice programme, a portfolio pathway option is available for doctors who have previously worked as a GP in the UK and are now working in a similar role abroad, but would like to return to the UK. For example, Samal. Samal qualified as a GP in the UK and worked for 3 years before moving to Australia. There, Samal worked in a GP surgery in Sydney. Now, 4 years on, he wishes to return to the NHS. Samal goes online and finds out that the Portfolio pathway option allows him to complete the majority of his assessments whilst overseas. Following the guidelines, Samal works on a portfolio document which demonstrates that he has maintained his skills and kept them up to date. He sends this off to the assessment panel at the RCGP, who evaluate his portfolio and recommend to NHS E&I that Samal is suitable to join the programme. Once approved by NHS E&I, he can commence his 1-month clinical practice placement. All of these routes open the door for qualified GPs to be placed on the medical performers list, and once all approvals and conditions have been completed, they will be able to work as independent general practitioners. To apply or find out more about the programme, visit our website gprecruitment.hee.nhs.uk and click on the International and Return to Practice tab.